Okay everyone, and welcome back to another Sunday Surprise, and welcome back to Over the Phone. We of course did the first part just a few weeks back, and it is of course time to jump into the second part. I have already recorded this, so I will see you fine folks back in the game in just a second. Anyway, for me, it is. Is it for you? It is now. Oh, we're getting up to 5 o'clock. I also learned you're a photographer. Yes. Hopefully you didn't realise what I photographer. What I take photos of. This is true. Don't take this the wrong way. But I don't like it when you take pictures of nude people. But the work is surprisingly good. But I have been doing it a long time. I appreciate that. Their sincerity. I don't know what it is exactly. A photo? It just clicks with me. The colour, especially. I do spend a lot of time editing. I do. I really do spend a lot of time editing. Doing daily videos does mean I do a lot of editing. Now, what do you do when you're not taking photos? Well, I could be interesting. I could do outdoor activities. I could go out with friends, other creative hobbies, travel. But you know what? I'm going to be bluntly honest. I'm a gaming nerd. I'm a nerd. The real question is, does she like nerds? Harper, do you like nerds? This is the question. Are you also a nerd? Jesus, this game knows me. Competitive FPS. You only good? I'm damn good. I'm not sure bragging saying I'm the best. It's the very best, yes. No one is as good as me. Greatest FPS player of all time, can play any FPS with my eyes closed. Wouldn't advise it though. But, like no one ever was. Lol. I'm not the best, unfortunately. I mean, I do play tabletop RPGs though. Hey, that's handy. I would actually like to get into a bit of D&D, so, you know, want to introduce me? I get really into Cyberpunk Red. Interesting. That's cool. I played Cyberpunk 2077 for a while. Until I realised how glitchy it was. I also did a YouTube series on that game, so feel free to check out the playlist of that. But I haven't played the tabletop game though. Shame. What do you typically do in your free time? Oh, you know. I read a lot. So, do we get a picture with the nerdy glasses on? You know? Sucker for the nerdy glasses. Hunt. Okay, I read a lot. Netflix. Contemplate the nature of reality. Just typical things, you know? That escalated quickly. Ha. What have you been reading? No, I'm not gonna make a stupid comment. I'm gonna ask what she's been reading. I'm interested. I want to get to know her. Now, it's a book on quantum physics. I like it. I also like being self-aware and knowing that you're a nerd. That's actually a really great thing about people. Anyway, did I just meet a genius or? Yes. A genius. She's working as a customer service representative. I wish, lol, the book is mostly conceptual. The maths would be too difficult for me. Well, interesting fact for you. I enjoy maths. So, you teach me D&D, I teach you some mathematics. Teach you a bit of FPS maybe? Yeah. Maybe you can teach me League of Legends? Something like that. But, how so? I'd actually love to talk about that. But, how about next time we're on the phone? Yes, because sounds good to me. I think it's my bedtime anyways. I have to be up at 5:03. Are you kidding me? Jake? Okay, you can call me tomorrow if you want. Then I shall call you tomorrow. Yeah, I will if I have time. No. I'm going to be clear with her. I'm not going to mess her about. I will call you tomorrow. Yes, it comes off a little desperate. I will. Have a good night. Harper of Gryffindor. Also, I really need to take this big gum out.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello again.
Oh, not his voice.
What are you up to?
Just reading in bed. How about you?
Yeah, sitting on my
My
computer.
roommate was trying to get me to go out, but now I'm in bed talking to you.
Sounds like a better decision to me.
I didn't think you were gonna call.
Why? Why would I not call? I said I would call. Yeah, I kinda lost track of time. Is it too late? Oh, were you sad? That's just... no. I hate people who do that. I really hate people who do that. Is it too late?
Too late?
No, you're fine.
Okay, we're good.
I'm usually up a little while longer.
Were you reading the physics book?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You still want to hear about it?
Well, yeah.
Of course.
Where do I even
Wouldn't have asked
start?
about it if I didn't.
So, I had a customer complain one time that our internet was in fact not at light speed.
Oh!
And he threatened to sue
That
for
probably
false
was me.
advertising.
Okay, maybe not going as far as threatening to sue, but
Okay.
that does sound like me and Keiko.
I ended up having to
Very
hang up on
interesting
him.
relationship.
But I looked into it myself later, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, and you realise the speed was absolute dog.
Of course, he was expecting it to be the speed of light in a vacuum.
Yeah, that's a little bit crazy, but like outer space.
Like outer space.
Right. But it turns out it's kind of difficult to transmit data that fast, even with fiber optics. It's supposedly possible to get close, just not really practical yet. Anyway, that whole thing just sent me down a rabbit hole. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a physicist. I don't claim to know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to make sense of things I've read.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So, basically we used to think particles were the most fundamental thing, but now we have this quantum field theory, which says there are these fields that exist everywhere, one for each type of particle. And what we think of as a particle, for instance an electron, is actually a vibration of that field. It's just a bundle of energy, and we perceive it as a particle.
Overwhelmed. It's hard to wrap my mind around that, to be honest. So that includes matter too. No, we are interested in this subject, and we are going to dive into this.
Matter, light, gravity, everything.
Shared interest.
But what really hit me was that each type of particle is a part of the same field. You know, saying something like, everything is connected. It's kind of shrugged off as a hippie thing.
Yeah, at least where we live.
Man.
But we literally are, and I'm not saying that in a spiritual way. I mean, the electrons in your body are the same field as my electrons, just at different points in space.
And there we have an attraction. Seems kind of out there. No, we are going with this. So what do you take away from all
So what do
this?
you take away from all this?
What is your grand
That's
vision
the question,
of this?
right?
Yes, and that's why I asked it.
I guess it just makes me more open to the possibility of things.
Like what?
Like what?
I wonder if the connected nature of the universe might have greater implications than we think.
Such as?
How much of an influence do we have on the world around us?
Depends on how we attempt to influence it.
How much are we influenced by our connection to everything else?
again,
Let me
all depends
get
on
back to you
connections that are
one.
there.
Yeah. But that's what I've been reading about.
I'm gonna have to read up on it myself, so I can actually talk about it with you instead of just nodding my head.
You should. Hold on just a second, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna get some water.
Sure.
What's...
Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
Were
Who
you saying
cannot stay on the phone while they get water? Just saying. Anyway.
I was just thinking it's cool you got into something like that on your own.
Jake, where you going with
I
that?
figured you were reading for school or something.
No, not for school. I actually haven't been able to go to college yet. I've wanted to go to MIT for a long time, though.
That's rough.
For physics or computer science.
I feel you. Going? Very expensive. They'd be lucky to have you. Seems to make sense for you. Ha. No, they'd be lucky to have you.
They'd be lucky to have you. You're smart and obviously passionate.
That's kind of you to say.
Jake, you nailed that. Anyway.
So you don't want to work at Photon forever.
Well, no, she's a customer
You
sales
know,
representative.
there's a lot of cool stuff about my job. I don't hate it.
Yeah, you just do it. It's like I've done jobs that I don't hate. I just don't want to be there forever.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. It's very easy. I need something that's gonna challenge me.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
It wouldn't hurt to make a reasonable amount of money either.
Yeah, that
True.
don't happen. True that.
Why didn't you go out with your roomie tonight?
Because I'd rather speak to you than go out with my roommate. I don't really know him. I'm honestly kind of a homebody. Because we had plans.
'Cause we had plans.
Duh.
Did we?
I told you I'd call.
That's sweet.
Exactly. If I make a commitment, I'm not going to just back out on that to go out with my roommate.
Sorry, I didn't mean it like that. The bar's not set very high when it comes to my expectations of people. How
Fair
about
enough.
we actually make plans this time?
To meet?
Yeah, 2 hours isn't that bad.
I'm down.
What would you want to do?
I don't know. No. Alright, do we do our passion or hair passion? We do hair passion. Like I said, I want to learn some D&D. In this case, we'll learn a different board game, but still
We could
tabletop.
just hang out here and play tabletop games.
Okay. Here isn't really going to work if we don't have them.
Bring Cyberpunk and teach me how to play.
I'd be honored. But it only makes sense that you roll for it.
Am I rolling a d20?
To decide if you'll come over.
Yeah, actually, I'll roll for you.
Oh.
Hold on one sec.
Can I know what die you're using to determine on how much you particularly want to come over? Please?
You rolled a 20!
I hate this picture that is backwards. I actually got...
I must be really lucky.
Did you really have to do this facial expression with us?
I mean, there's no way you just cheat because you want to see me, right?
No, she'd never do that.
We may never know. So, when exactly are we hanging out?
How about Friday?
Friday's perfect. I'm off the rest of the
It's
weekend
Friday.
Awesome.
Okay.
too.
Someone's tired.
You falling asleep on me?
I am wide awake.
Sure.
I can let you go if you're tired.
I don't wanna, but yeah,
That sounded so
probably
controlling.
should go.
I can let you go.
Rain makes me sleepy.
Okay.
Sweet dreams.
And then Harper left us. Ah, back to texting. There's something I need to tell you. I'm listening. it. You know how I told you I've always wanted to go to MIT, yes? I left out some critical information, such as, because I was afraid of ruining whatever this is, but you deserve to know. Come on. Confession time. I was accepted to MIT about 5 weeks ago. Okay. Okay, I'm moving to Massachusetts in a few months. That's really disappointing. Are you serious? No, why would we get angry? That's just stupid. Anyway, supportive. That's awesome. Congratulations. We'll just make this work long distance. It's all good. Don't worry about it. If this is a thing, then it'll be fine. Like, thanks. So, you are a genius after all. Indeed. I'm good at school. That's different. Nope, you're a genius. We're just gonna call you a genius. It's all good. I'm happy for you, really. Providing you call me an architect, then I shall call you a genius. Anyway, moving forward is good. Yeah. You know, I was so excited to get accepted. So you should be. For some unexplainable reason even, I never actually confirmed to the school that I was going. Confirm it right now. Then, one day at work, for the first time ever, I forgot to sign out for my break. And there you were, calling me from 2 hours away. What are the odds? Oh. I don't know what your particular ISP coverage is and how many specific customers there is, and then I've got to factor in your likelihood of actually doing that. Are you saying it was fate? Nah, I don't believe in fate. Not as in things being predetermined or completely out of our control. But I don't know. Maybe some things want to happen just based on the state of the universe. I can't help but feel like something more is going on here. Do you think that's possible? I don't know. I think it's just a coincidence. Yeah, I think that's possible. Before meeting you, I definitely would have said no, but this whole situation is just surreal. I wasn't going to say anything, because I assumed you'd think I was crazy. But I'm going to follow you to Massachusetts. I honestly did not expect you'd say that. I thought it was just me. So where does this leave us exactly? For the next few months, I mean. Do you still want to meet? I want to. But I just can't. You get why, right? Because it would have to end soon. I want to meet you anyways. No, it's more than that. If it were just going to be a summer fling, I'd be fine with it. If we met and things went well, I'd want to stay here. No, I know I would. Why? I can pick up and move. I'd say school, my job is fine for now. And I really, really need to not do that. I understand. But I can move. I guess we found a problem pizza can't solve. Really, you're going to go there? Yes. Goddamn pizza. Can't fix it. You think of our first conversation? How come? You usually only remember the beginning when you're at the end. I'll always remember this. Me too. Paul Moore. Writer, developer, Jacob. Well, that was rather depressing. And there is a link to Catsen, twitch.tv/Catsen Harper. Or, if you can't be bothered to type that all in, there is actually a link down in the description below, because I helpfully looked into this game a little bit before playing it, but that is the end. I thank you all for joining us on this journey. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.